Welcome into Chase Field in downtown Phoenix. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
Your Arizona Diamondbacks.
Just about ready to go. And on the mound here today, Zach Gallen. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, the big thing is that the way he holds his curveball, it's more of a knuckle curve. And because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it that much harder to hit this guy.
Now it's the power-speed combo, Shohei Ohtani. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-2 to count.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Upstairs. And that's in for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Carroll on his way over and puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
And that one fouled off.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. It's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
Tapped softly on the ground. Tosses to first, and Freeman is retired. And that is that. End of a half inning of play. No score. And we're back. And on the hill in this one, Shohei Ohtani.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Yep, that ball went out.
Swings and misses. And now it's 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Three and 2. Payoff pitch. And that one ripped into right. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll make it safely for a leadoff double in the bottom of the first.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
This is Corbin Carroll. And a swing and a miss.
2-2 count.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Corbin goes down on strikes. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Now, Gabriel Moreno. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. One out and a runner at second. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Ohtani, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. That's to third. Muncy tosses across to first. He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the out. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. Big challenge for them today as they take on a pitcher who brings electric stuff and really racks up the strikeouts.
Yeah, and it's all about making good contact against a pitcher like this. You're not going to get very many pitches to hit in a bat, maybe even in a game. So you've got to be ready, zoned in the spot where you think you've got the best chance and jump all over it. Might be the first pitch in the at-bat, so you better walk up there ready from the jump. If they can make early, consistent contact, I think they'll have a much better shot against it.
2 outs. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those.
And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's Mookie to hit. And Mookie takes.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Swing and a miss. Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent, so you got to stay ready up there.
Downstairs, and that's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Here's Kyle Tucker. Pitch misses there. 2-1. Double play ball to second. Boots it. No throw. Safe at first. And we'll see if it's an error.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's Max Muncy. And there's the strike. Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single on the board first. It's 1-zip.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. And next for LA, Will Smith. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
And that'll load the bases.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
So they're all loaded up. And now it's going to be Alex Call. In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. The Dodgers threatening. And there's a ball.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Ball 4,
That's outside.
and a
Ball
run
4.
comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the wall. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
So bases all loaded up. Alex Freeland steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Base hit. One run is in. A second scores as well, and they lead by 4.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He smashed that ball the other way and kept it fair down the third baseline. Did an excellent job of just throwing the barrel at the ball, even though he was a little late on it.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Ball 2.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
The 2-1. And that one fouled off.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Slings to second, and he'll keep it for just the 1.
The center fielder, number 44, Andy Pajes.
Next to hit, Andy Pajes. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
2 on, 2 outs. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. So 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Dodgers. Back here in the desert, leading off, Pavin Smith. That's inside, and a count 2-1. Ohtani, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight. Well struck, right field, and that one is off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
And here it comes. Stays alive. Smith leads off second with nobody out. And the sweeper misses.
2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And down on strikes he goes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Now here is Ildemaro Vargas. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That one missed.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
And that one just missed off the outside edge. When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses that allows him to come through?
Well, we always used to joke, you know, guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could understand that, all right, this is a big, you know, payout if I can come through with a knock here. But I think when you really look at the numbers, you really audit everything, guys kind of are who they are.
That's inside.
And it is 2-1. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Runners at first and second with one gone. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one misses. 3-1.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
In the dirt, but kept close. Swing and a miss. Wow. 3-2 now.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
This one popped up. Brings it in. That is the inning. Diamondbacks strand a pair. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Back here at Chase Field, all set for the start of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Turns and fires to Betts. Good job to fight that one off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Pitch is in the dirt, and the count is even 2-2. Right side, hard hit. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. And a 2-1 on the way. That one is upstairs. That one pushed foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Here comes Max Muncy.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And downstairs.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
2 outs, base is empty. Chases the changeup in the dirt. On to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Diamondbacks nothing. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Geraldo Perdomo. And a foul ball. That's inside.
2 strikes.
In the air, out towards left center, and there's 1 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Corbin Carroll. 1 down, base is empty. That one ripped. Base hit.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And now 2 balls and a strike. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. The 3-1. Out to short. It's through for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, Nolan Arenado.
So now it's Nolan Arenado. They say you win.
2-2 the count.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Now batting,
Pavin Smith, the next to hit. Two outs. So now 1 and 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1 and 2.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
2 balls,
1st and 2nd, 2 down. Here in the last half of the 3rd. That one is absolutely belted. Tucker going back. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. 3 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Diamondbacks nothing. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Will Smith. That one well upstairs. And it's 2-1.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
There's the strike.
Count full.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
That to right. Carroll sizing this one up. Corrals it. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, left fielder Alex Call.
Now the left fielder, Alex Call. And now it's filled up. Action in the pen down there. Jonathan Loaisiga appears to be getting loose. Number 55, the lefty, warming up as well. On the ground to the left, Perdomo. Throws to first, and they get the out. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Alex Freeland. Just missed. That misses the zone. 3-1 now. Shohei Ohtani waiting to bat for the Dodgers. And that one clips the corner. 3-2. In the air, left field, down the line. Makes the grab, and that is that. Bottom of the 4th, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, number 15. The 1-1. Swings through that one.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Hit in the air out to center field. Pajes brings it in, and there's 1 down.
The batter, number 6.
Now up next for Arizona, Ildemaro Vargas. One down, base is empty. Not even close there. Now 2 balls and a strike. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Pajes sizes this one up. 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. They're down 4-0. So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, number 55.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Hauls it in, one away.
Quick reactions down there at first, and those can be tougher than they look sometimes. There could be all kinds of weird spin or knuckling action on the baseball.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That one almost got him.
Count is 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning.
The first baseman, number 5.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate.
Good guy to have right in the middle of your infield, right in the middle of your lineup.
Swing and a foul out of play. Pajes off of first with 2 away. Swings and misses. Couldn't catch up to the heater. 1 left for LA, but they're in front 4-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the left fielder, Tommy Troy. That one off the mark. They're down 3-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Number 63 preparing to come on if needed. Henriquez also getting ready. Yeah, that's fouled off. Three-two now. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Makes the catch for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
The batter, number 2. Shortstop, Geraldo.
So the lineup flips over. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. The Dodgers leading by 4. Last half of inning number 5. Falling behind 2-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
1 down, base is empty. Fouls 1 off. 2-2. And that skips into dirt. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder.
2 down, bases empty. Next to hit for Arizona, Corbin Carroll. The 1-1. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. And the Diamondbacks down in order. They trail it here 4-0. Back here in the desert, now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. Ball to strike. The pitch. They tried to get him to chase on a slider, down and away. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Hard hit, right side. Gets it to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Up next to the Dodgers, the third baseman, Max Muncy.
Muncy digs in. One down, base is empty. And that's outside.
1 strike.
Ripped on a line. They got it for out number 2.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And now 2-1. Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Thank you.
Up the middle, Perdomo. On to first, and they get the out on Smith. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Number 63 into the game.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Off the mark there. And a count 2-1.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
Next offering misses, and now 3-1. Movement in the bullpen. Lake Trinan, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. And that one clips the corner.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
To the right side. Throw on to Freeman. One away, bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. The D-backs down by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it stays fair. It's in and out of his glove. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Even though he was really late on it, he clearly barreled the ball because that one was ripped down the line. He had to be really short with that swing and not get beat by that pitch. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And next is the designated hitter, Pavin Smith. Arenado over at second, 1 down. Pitch misses there, and the count is 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And it remains 2-2.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
That's down and in. Fly ball center field, Pajes. And makes the grab. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, number 15.
Here's the center fielder.
It ain't no surprise. For moons it's in the sky.
The 1-1. And that drops in for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. In the air, left field. Call. Settles under it. And that's the inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jonathan Loaisiga. So digging in, Alex Call. That one missing inside.
You know, these Dodgers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Loaisiga fires. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And next for LA, Alex Freeland. Going to count 1-2. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Ryan Thompson, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Ginkel getting cranked up as well. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second, and that's a 2-bagger.
Everything came together for him. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball, and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Now at the plate, Andy Pajes. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that'll do it. So the Dodgers lead 1, but they lead it 4-0. Back here at Chase Field, bottom of the 7th. Here's and I think Dave Roberts to the mound now. They turn to Blake Trinan.
Number 49, Blake Trinan.
Lifted in the air, right field. Tucker should have it. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting.
And now the first baseman. And he grounds one to the right side. Throw on to Freeman. Out number 2.
The left fielder, number 9, Tommy.
2 outs, base is empty. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Tommy Troy. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And he takes a strike.
We got full count.
And that's low for ball 4.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
2 outs, runner at first. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Left field. Call, snags it, and that is that. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. 8th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Diamondbacks nothing. And we're back, ready to begin the 8th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. That one in triple digits.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Man at first. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Mookie Betts.
Ball.
That one the other way, and that's just foul. Freeman on at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K is his third of the game. Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Next offering is fouled back. Got him swinging for the strikeout. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
And now the count is even.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Out towards right center field. Carroll snags it on the run. One left for L.A. They lead 4-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. And misses inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Now up next for Arizona, Gabriel Moreno. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
The third baseman, Nolan.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Two down, nobody on. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Freeman pulls it in on the run. Kevin Ginkel on to pitch out of the pen here. The batter now will be Will Smith. Just missed. High fly ball out to center field. Settles underneath it. He makes the grab. 1 down.
Now batter, the left fielder, Alex.
And the batter now, Alex Call. Late on that fastball. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Ryan Thompson up and loosening in the pen. One down, base is empty. Swings through it for the K. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Alex Freeland steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two outs. Grounds one to short. Tosses to first, and that is that. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth, Edgardo Henriquez. And now the DH, Pavin Smith.
Edgardo Enriquez.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. He's 2 outs away. And now the center fielder. The 1-1.
Ball.
And a big swing and a miss.
2-2 the count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
This one high in the air to left center. Call sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. Ildemaro Vargas stands in now for the Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks down by 4. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That's off the mark, and it's 2-1. On a line, base hit.
He was all over that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Here's a 1-1. Just
That's
missed.
ball 2.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Vargas off of first with 2 away. One strike away. 3-2 now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, this could be the start of something.
So they turn to their closer, Tanner Scott.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul.
We got a full count.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, you win this one 4-0, and it feels like you could have exploded for more offensively, but you also realize that at times it was hard to score. So you get out of here feeling good about this win. Ultimately, there was great pitching and defense to keep that other team off the board. You always feel good about a win like this.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. Dave Roberts and company celebrating in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew.
Don't nobody wanna dance slow when